how to get up and down off the floor with style. Okay, I know we've done this one before, but it's always good to go over things that we've done in the past, just so that we can get the patterns in the brain on what we need to do to move that body with a little bit more purpose. I know it can sometimes be a little daunting getting up and down off the floor as we get a little older, without feeling like you're rolling around trying to work out the best way to get that body off of the floor, back off of the floor, without causing any injury to your knees and hips and shoulders and all of our body pieces that can tend to get a little stiff and sore once getting up and down off the floor. And the last thing that you want to do is use your knees to get up and down with, which tends to be what we do. We tend to get on the hands and knees and then try and get up onto something from there, or you ask for a hand up, which I'm sure you would prefer to do neither of those, that you would rather have the ability to get up off the floor with a little bit more style and on your own. Now, if you have recently had a knee or hip replacement, I do not suggest you try this one until you've been cleared by your medical professional that you can start to do all normal activities. You'll see why when I show you what we're going to do. Now this one, I do suggest that you practice this one at home. Have a go in your group today. I know some of you are not going to want to. Okay, don't worry about that. Just watch what I do. If you don't want to participate in this particular exercise, don't feel like you have to. Just sit to the side, and I'm sure you will be amused at other people's attempts of trying to do this move. So without further ado, I'm going to rise. You stay where you are. As always, I'm going to show you what to do first, and then we'll do it together. Now this one is available for you to have a look at separately outside of the classes on YouTube. Okay, so you can, on the front page of my website, go down to the very bottom of my front page, and it's got follow us. And then you'll see a little square with a play symbol, the little triangle play symbol. If you click on that, that takes you to my Better Balance YouTube channel. And this particular one, getting up and down off the floor with style, is on there as a separate thing. So if you are in a class situation at the moment and you just specifically want to look at this particular one, you can do that on your own without having to do that through the class. All right, remember, you've got access to emailing me whenever you want with any questions. Right, standing with purpose, putting my chair to one side. So the reason I say you might want to try this one at home is some of you may be feeling that every time you try and get up off the floor, it ends up in a little bit of a pickle. So let me show you first. Remember, I've done this hundreds of times. So of course I'm going to look good whilst doing this. I'm going to look like I know what I'm doing because I've practiced. As with everything else we do, it's repatterning the body. So like we did when we did our How to Fall Get Small, we made the body quite small. Well, we're going to do the same thing here as our starting point. Now, when you first come down, your hands are going to want to gravitate either towards the right or the left. It's just the way your body is going to want to gravitate towards. So when you have a go at this one, just let the body go with the flow and place those hands at whatever side of the body it's comfortable for you. Your body will guide you with that part. So I'm going to get small. I'm going to stay front on in the beginning. Now my hands automatically want to go to the left. So as you can see, I'm going to stand side on. All I've done is made myself small like we did in Get Small, How to Fall. And I'm going to place my hands on the floor. Now to do that, because I don't have the flexibility to be able to put my hands on the floor without lifting my heels off the ground. So that's the first thing that's going to happen, is my heels will lift off the ground. I'm not flexible enough through this part of the body to be able to do that. You may be able to, I don't know, and you're probably not going to know until you get there. Anyway, in an awkward position, I'm going to move. So my hands will automatically gravitate towards the left, yours may be right. My heels have lifted. I'm going to swivel on my toes, and I'm using my upper body strength to place myself down on the floor. Now, this is what some of you will do. So I'm going to reverse that. So again, stay where you are, watch me first. I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to show you a different way to reverse it, but just bear with me a moment. So this is what some of you are going to do in your first one. This is why I say it's not suitable for new hip recipients. What some of you will do is you will come down to get small. You will place your hands on the floor, but you will not use your muscles, and you will end up doing that, letting your body bounce off of the floor. We don't want to do that. We want to make your muscles strong. So tense that upper body, get strength in those arms, and place yourself on that hip. I'm going to do this a few times and I'm going to turn so that you can see me. So this is the way my legs landed when I swiveled on my toes. I'm opening that up a little. When I finished, my legs were in like that. I'm going to open them up a little to reverse that. My hand is mid-thigh. I'll turn in a moment so you can see me. Now, when you first start doing this, what we want to do is we need to get a bit of upper body momentum. We want to get a bit of swing in that upper body to enable us to swivel on the toes, then bring the hands back to the feet. So just watch me for a second. I'm going to bring my arm around here so that I can use upper body momentum to help with the move. Hand is on the floor. I'm going to come around. I'm going to swivel on my toes. I'm now walking my hands back to my feet to slowly come back to a standing position. I'm going to slightly change angles. Watch me again, feet hip distance apart. I'm making myself small. I'm placing my hands on the floor to one side. I'm lifting my heels. I'm pivoting on my toes. I'm placing myself on my bottom. I've opened my legs up a little, so I've got a bit more room. I'm watching my hand. I'm using upper body momentum, swivel on my toes, walk the hands back to the feet. Yes, I know I make it look easy because I've done it before. Remember, I've already gone through that. Plus, yes, I know some of you are broken in knees and things like that, so you're going to need to take your time. One more time before I invite you to get up and join me.